Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? It's Monday. It's raining, although it's like 55 degrees here. It's hotter than hell in this house. I had the air conditioner on. So what's going on with everyone? Hey, Steve. I was in and out on your stream. Can't figure out PCI USB cards on 8.6. Well, I think there's only so many PCI USB cards that'll work on 8.6. You have to ask Steve about that one. I don't really have a lot of experience. I know it has to be USB 1.1. Nothing wanted to work. Huh. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. So, oh, that's why it won't work. There is no USB 2.0 card will work with OS classic Mac OS because Mac OS classic Mac OS only supports USB 1.1 Max. So, so anyway, the point of this is Ron talked me into giving him my PowerBook 160 because I really don't need it, as I have a 165 as well that's in Steve's possession right now. So I'm going to donate this one to Ron. I don't know exactly what he wants to do with it, but I'm going to donate this one to Ron since I don't need a 160 and a 165. I mean, they're the same fucking machine, and the 165 is just a little bit better. So, but so Steve actually recapped this screen for me, and the last time I had it powered on, it looked absolutely fucking gorgeous. So we're going to see if it still looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. But before we do that, I have two PowerBook adapters here. One of them works and one of them doesn't, and I'll be damned if I know which one's which. So we're going to test them with the multimeter and find out which one's good and which one's bad. Because I don't freaking remember. So I don't mind I don't mind donating something I don't really have a use to somebody who's actually going to do something with it. And whoever's making my butt vibrate, if you're on the stream, stop it! No, I don't need a zap zap today. Well, the plus side is this these power supplies don't put out much voltage, so even if I did lick it, it wouldn't be any worse than licking a 9-volt battery. And I'm not cracking the things open. So so we're going to start with the one that's not wrapped up. Because something tells me this is the one that doesn't work. Of course, knowing my luck, I'll do this and they'll both work. So this one's putting out, looks like 4.5 volts. 4.7 volts. It's supposed to put out 7.5 volts at 2 amps. So that's probably why. Well, I don't know. That barrel jack looks pretty goddamn corroded. Maybe that's the problem. Oh, there we go. 7.67 volts. Okay, so this one works. Uh-oh. You lost clients boards. You're in deep shit. That could be. Ron doesn't have anything useful. If he did, he wouldn't be begging me for a PowerBook 160. And I don't have any way to contact Ron to see if he wants to join, but if you want to try to get a hold of him, Steve, and say, hey, you know, Mike's doing you a favor, you might want to come, to, you know, say hi, since, you know, he never shows up for any of my streams, you know. Oh, so apparently these both work. Well, son of a bitch. Oh, I guess I hate to, but I guess I could be a nice guy and give Ron one of these. It's gonna kind of break my heart too, but guess I could. So, now I have no battery in here. Oh, Steve actually put a little recap sticker in there. I didn't notice that. That's cute. Thank you, Steve. So, like I said, Steve dismantled this whole thing and had it apart for 6 or 7 months, you know, and and actually managed to put it all back together again properly. This line on the screen, this was here when I bought it. So this is a PowerBook 160. It's running system 7.1. And it's got 4 megs of RAM. This one's not. This is just a bone stock machine. I think it's got a 40 meg hard drive. No, it looks like it might have a 60 meg hard or 80 meg hard. It looks like it's an 80 meg hard drive. And as you can see, the fucking screen, with the exception of that line, is fucking gorgeous. This machine, when I got this machine, looked about like that all the time. You could barely. This thing was horrible. You could barely read it. Jay salvaged this from an e-waste recycler. I'm not using StreamYard, Joe. And I think I paid him like $50 for this thing. As you can see, playing games on this thing is absolutely horrible. Because this has a passive matrix screen on it. And how do you do that, Steve? Do you want to call me or text me or... And you're right, it was Retro Techie harassing me. The jerk. This is why you should never give people your phone number. Because all they do is annoy you. Michael Stanhope speaking. Well, you don't call me. Oh, hang on a second. Hold, please. Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, thank you, bud. Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Probably not. Oh yeah, I actually do have the microphone on. Okay, so can you guys hear me? So the deal is, I don't. I'm going, Joe. I'm going to send you a text message. Oh, you're already sending me a text message. So I'm going to send you a text message to relay to Ron, since I don't have contact info for Ron. Fair enough. I am not having another giveaway tonight, Retro Techie. I am, however, observing my toasters flying very poorly. They actually fly rather well on this machine. No, don't join now. I am not going to be here all fucking night. Boy, OBS must really like enhance my camera, because like my camera is seriously like dark now. No 4-hour stream. Steve, I'm on a PC. There are no webcam settings, dork. Oh, bite me, Jay. You're an ass. Here, watch this while you're waiting. That's the thing. The PC doesn't have anything. Hello, Catherine St. Pierre. How are you? Oh, anyway. Whether he joins or not, it's up to him. But, you know, he better fucking join after all the bullshit I went through here. Loser. So we're going to do this low budget. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but you still see the screen there. These things are cool because they are actually designed to be able to turn the backlight off if you're like in a real high brightness area. You could turn the backlight off and still use the computer. No, I'm not really that bored. I just figured, well, I'm going to check this machine out. I might as well do it live, since this will be the last time I document it. There's nothing on this thing. I mean, it's only got 17 megs on it, for crying out loud. We can, however, go into the control panels. Oh, great.
Oh. Wait, I can't hear anything. Are you muted, Steve? Or... Oh. I hear myself on the stream, but not you, Steve. I was gonna come in there and save the day, but you're already here. What the hell? I was too slow.
It would help if I had the microphone connected to the computer.
That would help.
Well, we're just...
So watch Mike is gonna troll us and have us sitting here for 2 hours waiting for him.
I like your shirt, Jay.
Ooh, thank you.
But
it makes up for the creepy camera angle, which I can't adjust because I don't have another camera hooked up.
Well, it was funny because Mike's like, "Oh no," and then
I heard that. Yeah.
Well, we'll keep everyone cozy here.
Yeah. If there's an echo, let me know because I'm using webcam microphone.
I don't hear it, but somebody else might.
And let me put this here.
Hello, tech support. How does YouTube work? Yay! He's back.
He's back. He's back.
Oh God!
Yay!
Yay!
We can leave now.
Really?
Hey, we were keeping everyone occupied.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
So I guess they all told you that I lost my power. Well, I didn't lose my power. It just flickered. And the sad thing is the only computer in the whole house that wasn't powered by a battery that didn't reset was this fucking PowerBook. This thing, it didn't miss a beat. Everything else shut down. My server, both my Mac Pros, my Dell.
I'm sorry, Mike. I have to come here because that's hysterical.
It is fucking hilarious, isn't it? The only other computer that stayed on, of course, was my Toshiba Cosmo.
Oh,
but
God.
It's got a battery in it. This thing doesn't even have a battery in it. This thing didn't miss a freaking beat.
Oh man! All right.
And the power must have flickered like 5 times. I thought for sure it was just going to go out.
Oh God! All right, have fun.
Oh Jesus! So I gotta get back into the stream here, so I can see what you guys are talking about behind my back. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Oh, no, I didn't actually have a full power outage. I just had a couple of hiccups. The power went out a couple times. Oh, hey, looky here. There's a fat man asking for permission to come on.
Listen, I'm not fat. I'm just big boned.
Oh.
Is that what? That's what my doctor tells me.
Oh, okay. Well, your doctor needs a new degree.
Well, he does what he can.
Oh. So since you never come on to any of my streams, even in the chat.
Well, dude, I was here for the giveaway. I was here when
of course you were here for the giveaway.
Well, no, sorry. I didn't mean to say giveaway because I watched that later. I was actually here for the 1,000 subscriber spectacular because I heard that there was going to be a bunch of celebrity guests and things like that. So I just wanted to show up and show my support and try to the channel as much as I could.
Well, here, I'm supporting your channel even more.
Well, it's greatly appreciated. I mean, I never said you weren't a generous person.
I'm going to say I would hope not, seeing as how I very rarely sell anything. Everything that leaves my house gets given away to people.
And
it seems.
I get that too.
And I'm not giving away the iMac Retro Techie, so don't fucking ask.
I try to rehome as much stuff as possible because I don't want the no good deed goes unpunished. So you give somebody something and they're like, oh, well, I have this problem. And it's like, well, you got it for free. So, now you've got a little bit of money. You're not paying eBay fees, all that type of stuff. You got a little bit of money. You can
invested in fixing it up or doing whatever you want to do, or
Well,
learn more about the hobby and have fun.
I can tell you one thing. I did not get this for free.
Well,
I didn't even get it close to free.
you
but-
said you paid, or I don't know if you paid or did trade or something with Steve to get the display recapped.
Steve did the recapping on the display. I can't really say it was free, but trust me, Steve and I have our own payment method. But no, I actually bought this from Jay for $50.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's cool.
that's what he paid the e-waste recycler he got it from.
Oh.
So,
okay.
And he bought it. I think he must have gotten this thing like 2 years ago. It took almost a year and a half for him to get it over here. I can't even remember how he got it here. Somehow, I think he got it to. Oh, I think he gave it to Rutke, and then Rutke gave it to me or something, or Rutke gave it. I don't know. Well, anyway, it passed through different hands and ended up here.
So it's various Italian shipping magnates.
Yeah,
passed through their hands.
Like that.
Yeah, sort of how it's like, the lost books of the Bible. It passed from Satirius Kakikis to Omar Shimino Kirkike to somebody else.
So, but it eeps.
That's good.
It does have a line on the screen, which I totally forgot about. But
what? Oh no, a line on the screen.
Look, do you want to pay $50 for this thing, or do you want it for free?
I'm fine. I'm fine with free. Free sounds great.
Then don't bitch. So,
I'm not bitching about it. I was fake bitching about it.
No, this.
What?
Yeah, I forgot this thing had a line on the screen, but this screen actually, when I got this laptop from Jay, he got it from the recycler in an unknown condition. We didn't know if it worked or not.
Right.
And when he sent it to me, it didn't work, and I thought there was something wrong with it. Well, here the power adapter. Apparently the power adapter must have some kind of corrosion or something on the barrel jack.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just tested it with my multimeter after scraping off some of the corrosion that's on the barrel jack, and it worked fine. So I guess if you talk nice enough, I might even send you the power adapter.
I have a bunch of those power adapters. So
fine, good. I'm not sending you one then.
Well, no, I was going to say absolutely hang on to it. If it's your only one, hang on to it.
Oh no, it's not my. Oh, I have two.
Oh, okay.
So the reason I'm giving you this machine is because I have a 165.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're the same freaking machine, except the 165 is a little better.
I thought the 165 has an FPU, right?
Well, it has a fast. This one's a 25 megahertz. The 165
it's like 33 FPU.
Is a 33.
Yeah.
But my 165 also has 8 gigs or 8 megs of RAM in it.
I was going to say, wow, that's awesome.
So this one's only got 4 megs. This is a base model, but it does have an 80 meg hard drive.
Nice.
So
yeah, 165 is 33 megahertz 030 integrated. It does not have the FPU. So I'm guessing they saved that for like the 170, 180. So
I don't think any of the 160s have the FPU. I think you could put it in if you wanted to, but I don't think it came with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that.
I don't even think a 170 had it.
170's got FPU because that was the high end for the original PowerBook series because it's 100, 140, 170, and the 140 is like a 25 megahertz 030 no FPU. 170 is like 33 megahertz with FPU, and the active matrix display. I think it's active matrix. I don't think it's dual scan.
No, this is this one's passive.
Yeah, so 160 is going to be passive matrix.
The 170 was active.
Okay. But still, the 160 supports like 4-bit grays.
Yes, it does.
That's still really nice compared to like just a strictly black and white display. So like PowerBook 150, I think the 150 is just strictly black and white. There's a number of other ones that kind of fall into that. It's so weird how Apple did that back in the day to kind of break those series up where you always had 3. Where you had like a low end, your mid range that was always a compromise, and then the high end machine, which it just ended up for like several series, like 170, 180. I mean, screen quality is really what it comes down to. I think the 180 has a slightly larger display.
Yeah,
I don't have like top mind recall on some of this stuff anymore.
This was actually 16 grayscale.
Oh, nice. That's even better.
Yeah,
Well, then maybe it's the
I think the earlier ones were just
170.
the 4-bit.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know I think the what is it? The 100 I think is black and white.
Yeah, 100 is like a portable,
That's
strictly black and white.
yeah. So, and I think the earlier ones were the four shade
Hmm.
or the 4-bit color,
Yeah,
and
4
then
bit.
this one's got 16 shades. It's still 640. I think it's still 640 by 400.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's actually showing 16 shades of gray. So
Yeah, like a 165 it's 4-bit color at the 640 by 400 base resolution, and I guess it's 8-bit color with like an external display. And there were I can't remember who did it, but there was some company that actually released a video output add-on for a lot of those earlier machines that did not have uh, video output. But it's like you got to take apart the whole machine, and you basically, I guess it's something that runs in line with the LCD controller.
oh,
So they were not very reliable. 'Cause
Adam says his PowerBook 100 shows 0 colors because it won't work.
oh yeah,
No, Steve, I don't have a 150. That was yours, remember? Unless you want to give me a 150. I mean, it's not the best machine to have, but
I've actually purchased like 3 PowerBook 100s in the last like 6 months or so, just trying to find one that like has the right combination of things that work on it.
yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I've had no luck.
They weren't very reliable machines when they were new.
No. I had one back in the day, and I really liked it. And I mean, I think I was like a senior in high school,
Wow.
and they were old by then, but or had come out like maybe a year or two earlier, because I thought all those shipped in like 92 or 93 or something. But
That could be.
yeah, but
I
I
never-
had
I've
one.
never-
I bought it from a.
I've never seen a PowerBook 100 in real life, to be honest with you.
Oh really? Hmm.
Yeah, I've had
Well,
several portables,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
I like the portable personally. But
Yeah.
then again, I'm a strange idiot, so
Well, the portable, everything you like about the portable, you'd like about the PowerBook 100. It's just a smaller. It's a
yeah, and it doesn't have a
package.
floppy drive.
Well, external.
Yeah,
I mean, so I mean, it's a sub notebook if you think about it. So you don't have all that stuff dragging the battery down or anything. So.
yeah. Oh, you think about it, it's actually kind of amazing they were able to take a portable and shrink it down into the size of a PowerBook 100. Because basically, yeah, you're right. The PowerBook 100 is identical to the
Mhm.
to the portable. It's even got the same 16 megahertz 68,000 in it.
Yeah,
So
and that's great. I mean, that's like a PowerBook 100 or a portable. Yeah, 16 megahertz, 68,000, like the low power version of that. And both of those machines support up to like, well, I think the portable supports a little bit more with some kludgy kind of things, but they both support at least 8 megabytes of RAM. That is like the ultimate System 6 machine.
yeah. Can you imagine running System 608 on a 16 megahertz portable or PowerBook 100 with 8 megs of RAM? I mean, my God,
yeah,
that thing would
flies.
freaking fly.
Yeah. You know, my PowerBook 100 that I had, it only had 2 megs RAM and 20 megabyte hard drive. That was the configuration, which was really limiting. And Apple's recommendation was to run 608 on it, just where you had the most RAM. But I think on mine, I ran 701 just to get some of the other quality of life improvements that System 7 gave you. And then it was a real game to kind of manage resources after that, especially hard drive, because you were always running out of drive space on 20 megabytes.
Now you can see how fast this thing boots. I mean, it's like ridiculously fast.
Oh yeah,
Of course, like I said, there's nothing on it either.
sure.
It's just I guess this is how I got it. So whatever's on here is what was on when I got it.
Cool.
The only thing it's got is, well, I think I put After Dark on it.
Hmm. I was gonna say you just need to load like the Disney After Dark and like a couple of like the ones that are huge.
I just need toasters.
Yeah. Oh, it just has that white line. That's nothing. You look past it.
Yeah, it's actually a black line.
Oh, sorry. It looks inverted when I'm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's just with the way the camera is.
Sure. It
So-
looks great. It looks great. I don't know why. Like, people have some very high standards on, like, poor little LCD screens that are old enough to vote.
Yeah, this is true.
I think you just have to kind of.
If that line bothers you, you should have seen it when I first got it. You couldn't even read it.
Oh wow.
Steve actually took pictures, before and
Mhm.
after pictures of it. I have them on my Facebook page,
Oh yeah.
my Mac Shack Facebook page.
Mhm.
He actually took some pictures before he recapped it, because he booted it up and he's like, I've never seen one this bad, because we didn't even know if that would solve the problem. This was the first one he ever did.
Oh yeah.
So, and then he recapped it, and I mean, my guy is like night and day, you know.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to show you that, I just wanted to show everybody, yeah, hey, it works,
Yeah, very cool. And again, man, I really, really appreciate it. I've been trying to. I've got a stack of PowerBooks that are all in various levels of repair and various levels of usefulness. I think the only one I have that's like 100% just working is my PowerBook 170. And like all the rest of them, they've got display problems. They've got bad drives. They've got. I did an ASMR video because I've got a PowerBook 150 that like the drive. It was donated to me, and with the understanding of, oh, try to maybe if you could pull some data off the drive or something. And the drive was just awful. It just because they're cheap little IDE drive, laptop drive. And so I pulled the machine apart and I gave it like a little bit of percussive encouragement. You listen to the drive, and when you start to hear that the head move, it's like, and it came back long enough for me to get all the data off of it. So somebody that had a couple hundred megabytes of like FileMaker Pro files from like the mid 90s was like very pleased to get their stuff back. Steve's in chat. Steve says, hey, before and after pictures, and he posted a link.
Yeah, he said the line wasn't there, but I could have sworn the line was there when I gave it to him.
Oh wow, it looks like a bad photocopy. The before pictures.
It was bad.
Yeah. Oh,
Both-
he's got a
both-
really
both
great
of-
write up here.
Yeah, both of my PowerBook ones, my 160 and my 165 were that bad, were like that, but this one was worse than my 165.
Oh sure.
The 165 I could have at least used.
Mm-hmm.
This one here was completely unused. No matter what I did, I could never get it. I could never get it to a point where I could actually use it. Well, it didn't initialize that floppy disk too well, but that floppy disk is probably as old as the computer is.
Yeah, you never know.
So I know the floppy drive did work on this, because I swear I'm the one who put After Dark on here.
Yeah.
And the only way I could have put After Dark on here is by floppy disk.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I've got a stack of floppy drives, so if it's just got to be disassembled and cleaned, it's no trouble.
well, I vaguely remember cleaning it, because I vaguely remember yelling at Steve about not cleaning it when he had it apart. Because the floppy drive on these is not exactly the most accessible thing in the world.
Yeah.
So
No, it's true. I'm looking forward to looking inside of it. There's probably like a little wispy tuft of bun fuzz in there.
it
or
wouldn't
something.
surprise me.
Yeah, I went out, when I went to Steve's recently, I got to meet all of his wonderful family of Lagomorphs
Oh, yeah.
that live at his house, and he was like, "Hey, it's like there's like a little bit of like there's like little moats that would kind of float by every so often." I was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Oh, they got a
They're
butt
nasty.
fluff."
They're nasty little critters, aren't they?
No, they were very cute. They're very well behaved, and just they didn't seem too freaked out that I was there. So,
Oh, yeah, they don't care.
yeah.
Did Olivia try to bite you?
No, well, my problem
okay.
is I've got a cat allergy, and that probably extends to cat-like things.
Rabbit.
Yeah, so I appreciate them from afar. But
Olivia, every time I go over there and I feed the rabbits, Olivia always tries to bite me.
oh,
Because I think she wants me to feed her from my hand.
oh,
she's
really?
she's the black one in the cellar.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's the one. Steve
Because-
streamed the other night. Speaking of Steve,
Olivia, she will not bite you.
yeah, right.
Steve, hold on just 1 second. Steve in the chat says, odd. the white power or the white line doesn't show
What
on
type
the
of stream is this, Ron?
Well, hold on. Your comment right above that word is the link for that. It says Macintosh PowerBook, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm squinting to read it anyway because I got old man eyes. But it says, "Odd, the white line doesn't show in the photo."
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
It could
Maybe
just be
sometime,
taken
maybe
at
something
angle,
is
or-
loose or So I like it how you turn into Rorschach there at the very end. Let me read it like Rorschach for you. Odd. The white line doesn't show in the photos I took. Maybe something is loose.
Oh,
Well,
God.
something is loose. I blame the guy that reassembled it.
I didn't touch nothing. It was working fine when it left.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's hear your best Rorschach, Steve. Come on. Rorschach's Journal, October 12th, 1985.
The damn Quadrate 48V just won't turn over anymore.
Dead dog in alley. Tire tread on burst stomach. This town has seen my real face.
I think Mike is going to vomit. Sorry, Mike. I'll go away. I just wanted to defend myself.
No, you're fine. You don't have to go anywhere. You can stick around. There's also no plastic cover on the ports. I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
So how much did Ron bribe you for this 160?
He didn't. I was being nice and offered it to him. He's like, "Do you have anything you want to give away?"
yeah, what I said was, hey, if you got any PowerBook
stuff?
stuff, you got any PowerBook 100 series stuff, just let me know. And I was thinking that he was going to come back and say, "Oh, I got these things, and it's kind of, here's some friend pricing or something like that." And he was like, "No, I'll just send it to you because I'm just a nice guy."
Well,
I put on this facade, but
Now Ron knows when he comes across a stack of whatever the hell Mike is looking for, he'll pay it forward.
yeah,
The next time he comes across a damn 512K Eve, the damn thing better end up in my fucking house, not yours. I don't give a damn who paid for it. It better fucking show up in my house.
I told you I'll give you a keyboard adapter for your Plus, but no, you don't.
Screw
that's not
that.
gonna work
I don't
for
want
you.
the. I'll give you the Plus. I don't want the damn Plus. I want the freaking 512K
I know you have a soft spot for that. What about an SE30? Can we settle on the SE30?
Ooh, I'll take an SE30
who wouldn't?
All right.
and the 512Ke.
No, it's one or the other, buddy.
Fine. I want the 512Ke.
It's got.
And
It's
just,
got all
just in
the,
case, and just so everybody who is watching understands this, so Steve bought a 512Ke, the enhanced model, at
Ron's
VCF
friend.
Midwest last year,
Yeah.
in the box for like next to nothing, and then he shows it off to me, knowing that I've been dying to get my hands on one of these machines.
He made an
So-
offer I couldn't refuse, and it needs
For
repair.
anybody who doesn't know me that well, the 512Ke was the extreme very first Mac I ever owned.
That was literally, Mike, that was the first 512Ke I've ever seen, because I didn't even know they existed only until like a few years ago when I was looking up the 128K, and I'm like, what the hell is a 512Ke?
Yeah. So yeah, I had the 512. So I had the 512K enhanced, which the only difference between the 512K and the enhanced model is the enhanced one reads the 800K disc. That's all. That's the only difference.
Yeah, I think
Well,
there's some minor
it
ROM.
has the 128K ROMs, so it's got Mac Plus ROMs basically in it.
Yeah.
And so you not only get the ability to have 800K floppies, but it also has you can boot SCSI devices. Like it's got the ability to scan a SCSI bus if one's present, so you could buy those aftermarket SCSI clip chip kind of things that would go down over the 68,000 microprocessor and give you added RAM. Or I just had one that was just strictly a SCSI port.
Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll take away half of the memory in your Mac Plus, Mike, and you'll have a 512Ke.
There you go.
Not
Problem
funny.
The same damn thing.
I don't care. And they look different, so you can't fool me.
Okay.
Well, Adam says that he's got a
But-
bunch of 512KEs. He usually uses them as spare parts to fix 128.
Well, there you go. You could.
so
Well, there you go,
Adam-
Adam. You can donate a 512KE to me.
Well, if there's something you're looking for that I have, let me know, and
There
we
you
work
go.
a trade on Mike's behalf in the interest of.
I can work
of-
my own damn tradespeople.
I know you
have my,
can, but
I
it
have my
doesn't
own
work like
shit.
that.
For once, Mike, let somebody help you.
Yeah, I know,
Nobody
man.
ever helps me.
Like community good, in the interest of community goodwill, let me do this for Mike. So if Adam, if you do have something, please.
Mike also needs a damn keyboard and a mouse for it because he doesn't have those either.
Oh, that's rough. That's tougher.
Yeah,
I'm not even that worried about that. I just want to have the computer
yeah.
sitting on my nightstand or on my dresser. I'm not even. I'll worry about the keyboard and the mouse later. I mean, I know a source for the mice. You know,
I'll beat you in the head until you think that's what happened.
Right. Okay.
the keyboards. Yes, I know the keyboards are nigh impossible, especially the proper ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
are
I
nigh
could give you that
impossible.
adapter I made, Mike, so at least you could use a keyboard with it.
But you got to admit, like a 128K, 512K plus, those on a nightstand, world's most flammable, alarm clock.
So the plus that I have, the one that blew up on Steve, I actually used to have that in my office. So at one point in time, I never had a keyboard and mouse hooked up to it. I would just have it in my office, and it would just have a clock on the screen all the time.
Mhm.
And it would just be it would just move around the screen like a screensaver. And
Yeah.
I had a boot disk. It had like System 5 or something on it. Whatever, it had like a bare system, and it would automatically load the screensaver, and then it would come on and it would just show a clock. And that's all it ever did. That's why I have no idea what I ever did with it. I had the keyboard and mouse for it, but I have no idea where they ever got to. Then again, my SE30 is missing too, so God only knows. My ex-wife probably sold all this shit off for, $5, so she could go buy a freaking pack of cigarettes or something. So, I mean, it's hard telling because my SE30 is missing too, and that's the machine that I really wanted.
Yeah.
I couldn't have cared less about the Mac Plus. I wanted the damn SE30 because the SE30 was kind of a special machine. It wasn't really a special machine, but
It was in a regular SE case, right?
it was an SE. It was originally an SE, and my friend who lives in Philadelphia, he's still with me for now. He built that thing for me for Christmas one year, and it had 16 megs of RAM in it, which was a hell of a lot of RAM in 2000 for an SE30.
Yeah.
And I'd had that machine forever. So
Well, maybe that friend has a 512KE. I know we have to clear out a van and go visit him.
yeah, I know. And I got to get the Mac Mini ready for him too. So
What are we doing now, Mike?
I don't know. This is the PowerBook G4. The one that Duke the Cat won.
Oh, okay.
I have it running off of the battery.
Ooh, fancy.
It's not plugged in. I booted it off the battery, and it's running off the battery right now. And it is saying 2 hours and 57 minutes. So I want to see if it dies in the next 20 minutes. Like it's
Oh
probably.
no, we'll be here for another 2 hours.
No, that's why I said I want to see if it dies in the next 10 minutes. Because knowing my luck, because that's usually how these batteries are, they'll report that they have this absorbent amount of power, and then they end up dying after 10 minutes.
Except that iBook I sold you, and then you or traded you, and then you gave it away. That thing had a freaking 2 hour battery.
Oh, I know. I used it too. I don't know if you remember, I streamed iTunes on that thing off the internet for like
I
2.5
remember.
hours. And and I never even let the battery die. I said, screw this. I said, I'm tired of listening to this shit, and I turned it off and charged it back up. I'm trying to remember who won that.
I don't know.
He was in Hawaii.
Oh, that's fun.
Why?
Is it normal for System 8.5 to be too dumb to use DHCP? No, Adam, but make sure you're not plugging into like a gigabit router that is not, it doesn't like Some of
Right.
them, if they're not if they're
They can't.
self-managed, sometimes they don't understand things. They get
Yeah.
confused.
They won't downshift.
So Joe found his LC575 board. It was right on his bench.
I have to find the damn box. Somebody sent me a box like in 2021, and I need to find where I put it. I have a picture of the box, so I know what it looks like.
Oh, jeez.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
It's in the house.
I mean, that is technically true. It is somewhere.
Oh, Joe says he didn't find it.
Oh, no.
Oh, he didn't find it. Oh, it was right
was
on
on his bench.
I got you. Oh, Lord.
Connected to a 10100 hub, works fine with static IP. Huh. Well, maybe that Mac just prefers static IPs, Adam, and you might just have to live with that. Some networking voodoo.
Yeah.
So, Ron, do you have any?
Yes.
Since you have a stack of PowerBook 100s, you said you might have an LCD eventually, maybe.
Steve, I literally brought 2 of them to your house,
I know.
and you were very nonplussed about like even taking them out of the box. You were like,
Well,
you were
we were having so much fun with other things.
I know. You took your glasses off, you put a monocle on, and you were like, Ron, I don't think I have time to deal with such old power books.
Well,
Lovely, break down more champagne.
if it makes you feel any better, the only reason he did mine after having it for almost a year and a half is because I kept hounding him about it.
Well, the fun part was guessing the size of the capacitors and ordering them, and then they gave me the wrong type, then ordering them again.
Joe's going insane. We're all insane.
Come on the stream.
We've all grown crazy.
Yeah, this is insanity extreme.
Thank you, Mike. This is a fun time.
Hey, I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, if I was normal, I'd go out and like play football or some shit. Instead, I sit here and oh Christ!
I just sit here with a lockdown picture of my G4
Who the fuck came
PowerBook.
in the stream?
Our show. Joseph.
I think you texted him.
I didn't text it to him.
Joe's got
I'm
Tom
going
Scott
insane.
hair.
Can you tell I've been like, ah!
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
You did it too much.
I did it
You got to
too
do
much,
it
Jay.
just the right
Don't do
amount.
it. You end up like this.
See right here. If you go back and look at that stream, I put that board.
Joe,
right
show us your
there.
receding hairline.
Gone.
Oh God! Check your feet. Is it by your feet?
Yeah, check your feet
Oh.
for hobbit hair. You just transplant that.
Did you step on it? We can work
That's
our
my
way
job.
backwards.
That's my job, to go to Joe's house and step on things.
Oh no! What'd you step on when you were there?
I stepped on the corner, the metal part of a
You,
floppy drive.
Oh,
And I
Yeah,
don't
you
think I
bumped into,
damaged anything, but
my
I sure
friend.
didn't like check. I was
you
was
just
like,
kept walking.
the least said here at the very beginning of my visit, like a bull in a china shop.
Ron just opens the door and smacks it into like a shelf of carefully placed items, and it all just goes.
Yeah. No offense. Joe is he's not a small man. But when I showed up to his house, he said, "You're really this tall?" And I was like, "Yes."
No, this is a facade.
They stack it this high in the Midwest.
I have mine.
Oh, that's fine. You got one.
Ooh, and it's got some of that beautiful
I'm
silicon
not- I
insider
can't,
VRAM.
I don't want to give the client my board. I mean, I'll do it if I have to, if I don't find his board. But gee,
No, it's got to be around here somewhere. Did you leave it in the machine?
Yeah, it's supposed to be right here.
Did you leave it in the machine?
Nope,
What about a Color Classic?
it's not. Well, this is the Color Classic. That's
Oh.
the machine I was testing it in. I on the stream, I even tested it in a 550 chassis, and the 550 chassis is empty, and the 550 board is over there next to the 550. It's gone.
It's got to be somewhere. It's under the image writer.
Well, that's what's driving me insane. Is I know it's in this room. This room is 16 feet by 16 feet.
Oh, that's
The
plenty.
only
of
other person that's been there other than you, Joe, was me. And
space. And
I-
Ron pulls his
I
hand
don't-
out. Look what I got.
and No, I got a pat down before I left, and I don't have any orifices that will accommodate a 550 motherboard. I mean, now. I mean,
Thomas is asking if I shipped it to Javier. No, I actually. Here's what you don't get. I messaged him on Facebook. I'm like, Javier, can you check that box I shipped you just in case?
And
no,
he said, "You're insane." No. See what you started, Mike?
Javier's like, no, Joe, there's nothing like that in there.
Your gold bars aren't in this box.
God. You guys are all nuts.
I even went
I
upstairs.
feel like I'm the only sane person here.
Well, I'm glad we can make you feel better, Mike.
Hey, can I?
And
can I
believe
show
me,
up
I am
before-
certified. I am certified insane. I've got papers to prove it. They give me drugs to make me happy.
That's like the purpose of most drugs, though, Mike. So that's not really like a good qualifier. I mean,
They give me legal drugs to keep me happy.
you know, honestly, it depends on where you live. You go to Colombia, it's kind of
I live in Pennsylvania. There is nothing fucking legal here. Okay,
not.
we have to buy
Not even
alcohol
fun.
we have to buy alcohol from the state store for crying out loud.
It's like living in Canada, man. People love it.
Did Ron put a sticker on it?
Yeah, I probably put a sticker on it.
Ron, I found a sticker in my basement just on the floor, so I think you claimed my floor.
Listen, man, it's like when white people came to the Americas. It's like, we've been living here for like 40,000 years, but do you have a flag?
Oh, happy Marchitage, everybody.
I can't remember who that. I think that's like an Eddie Izzard kind of joke, where it was like, "But do you have a flag?" Oh, we
Joe
have
is just
flags.
Joe is just too distraught to laugh right now. So
I have a headache.
Hey, I want to show something off that Potato Fi shipped me.
Holy crap, that's cool.
It's 3D printed.
Wow.
I mean, that's pretty amazing.
I need to contact him now.
Right.
Is that supposed to be like a replica of the SC20 drive,
It is.
except in black?
Right.
That's
pretty
Me
cool.
want
Oh, that's really cool. Because he was like, it's sitting around and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And I was like, Joel, send it to me, man. I'll put some good use to it. And then he also sent me like the beautiful little Potato Fi.
I have to bribe this man.
Yeah.
Vintage Hillbilly Shack asked if any of us have double XL shirts in stock. I probably do.
Double XL. You lucky man.
I'm in the process of trying to get someone to create some stuff for me.
Randomly.
When he quits playing with logic boards that'll never run again, then maybe I'll get some merch made.
Sure
I'm
do.
easily distracted.
In stock. Or I should
Until
say,
then, no, I don't have any XXL size.
Whatever Teespring has on my website dealy, that's what I got.
Weyerhaeuser has it.
Yeah.
I think they have it. I don't know.
That's why I do everything is just in time shipping.
Just in time.
I went to high school with Justin. Amazing guy. He just kicks those shirts out like nothing. Actually, Pennsylvania and New York. Pennsylvania and New York people, did you see that they just rescinded all of the Key to New York stuff today?
No more keys.
So it's easier. It's like, I guess you just got to know the push button code at this point. But no, so because when I came and visited recently, you had to have your COVID card to get into restaurants. You had to give your COVID card to, to get an Uber, things like that. So I guess they've rescinded a bunch of that stuff today.
Well, they knew you. They saw you leaving, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have to worry about this thing."
Oh God! Like, as soon as he clears the Holland Tunnel, pull it all back. But I just thought it was funny because when we were there, people were very exacting about kind of how they were following the rules. Because I guess that there was some punishments and stuff if you didn't. I guess if people could turn your business in or whatever. So, but I'm just saying that it was like everybody there like was taking things very, very seriously. Even the guy that mugged me offered me free hand sanitizer. I was like, wow, this is service.
Oh my God.
You're more likely to get mugged where I live than in New York, Ron.
I drove past whatever, like the tanning place, and It turns out it was not a hand job house. I was blown away. Actually, I wasn't blown away.
And that's on the square in the middle of town.
Listen, I'm just saying, Joe lives in a rough town. I mean, both the Denny's are the bad Denny's.
By the way, the chances of me ever getting monetized with these three on here is nil.
Hey,
Bye.
So I'm not even. At this point, I don't even think I'm going to bother.
You just need the 4,000 view hours. If those people are perverts, they spend just the same as if you had regular people here, Mike.
So I have my Toshiba laptop on my desk over here. Just I have a playlist with nothing but all my life. I just have it sitting there. It's on the Mac Yak account, just playing every live stream I've ever done, which is
Mike, I'm gonna do the same thing.
100 of them. And it's just been sitting. I only need like 250 hours now.
Guys, and that's what I do. I'm here to promote the channel. It's just remember, Mike's Mac Shack, #handjobhouse, and we will absolutely drive those view hours into the stratosphere.
Those aren't the views you want, but they're views.
Again, it doesn't matter. If they're perverts, it doesn't matter. They spend exactly the same.
Oh
Like,
my
you
God.
wait, you could win.
eyes are burning.
Oh my God. So anyway, as I was trying to show you,
Sorry.
so the battery on this thing is like 95% health.
Mhm.
I kind of don't want to send it out now. I kind of want to keep the battery. I might swap the battery in this one for mine.
Well, you gave away a PowerBook. You never mentioned anything about a battery.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I did. I told him I'd make sure it had a good battery.
No,
I have
that was part of the clause.
I have a bunch of batteries here. I'm not sure where they're all at right now.
Good battery. Define good.
Hey, if it works for at least an hour, it's good.
If it
These
works
batteries
for 20
are
minutes,
these
it's
batteries are old. Some of these batteries are older than my freaking car, for crying out loud.
And that's
That's
saying
saying a
something. He
lot,
drives
because
he
my
drives a
car is-
92 Celica.
Yeah, right,
I wish I had a car that nice. I don't.
dude.
I got
drive-
computers that cost more than my car.
so do I. I drive a Saturn, for crying out loud,
It's a different kind of car company, man.
and it's a different kind of car.
Yeah, it is. Imagine you know what? As a kid, I always thought, oh, that's so cool. You guys just go out to like an Iowa cornfield and have like a big old meetup of other Saturn owners. It's probably there's probably aliens involved. I mean, it's an Iowa cornfield, so if I came back unprobed from something like that, I'd really feel like I was left out.
Oh my God. Welcome to my personal hell.
We love you, Mike.
Yeah, we love you, Mike.
Vintage hopefully said, yes, I have thought of rebuilding batteries. I have thought about it very hard. And then I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's my question. I'm looking at this picture
But I
that
didn't.
Mike has up there, and it says product image coming soon. This is like Snow Leopard. It's like, when are they going to get around to adding that picture?
That guy was let go. They forgot how to do it.
Yeah,
So.
sorry. They're like, well, here's the deal. We're going to put more of our efforts into putting green felt on everything. We don't have any time for this anymore.
This is an
Oh wait, sorry.
this is
I got to
an
do my John
independent
Ive.
program that was, I think, that was last updated in like 2008
Oh,
or something.
is it the PowerPC App Store?
Yeah,
Okay. So
Mm.
that server's
oh,
long gone.
2018. Excuse me.
Okay, who's this guy that looks like he's on like a watch list?
I'm assuming that's either the guy who programmed it or just some random Shutterstock photo.
You know, glasses like that. You're probably either like a weirdo or blind,
Or both.
or a blind weirdo.
Let's offend everyone while we're at it, Ron. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's
Well, I'm a blind weirdo. All I have to do is take my glasses off, and I can't see a damn thing. Just ask Lydia. She'll tell you I trip over her every night.
mhm.
Then again, she's black and she blends into everything.
Yeah,
She's
that's her own for
she's
being a
very-
ninja cat. That's her fault.
Joe, did you check inside your furnace?
Oh God.
I'm trying to help.
I've
It's
never
actually-
opened it, so no.
He's actually contemplating that for some reason. And
I know, I love it.
I'm kind of questioning
Like-
why he was even contemplating that.
Dude, I'm thinking, like, I'm starting to think of weird places. I went through the trash can.
I've done that.
Place. I was looking. Here's the thing. Here's the extra thing. I've lost my car keys because I was going to get my car keys to look in my car because I've like gone nowhere for 3 weeks, just in case. But I can't find those.
Yeah, if I didn't have that little AirTag thing on my car keys, I wouldn't know where they are.
That's not really true,
Oh, my
Steve, because
bad.
you turned that on when I was at your house, and it was just like it was a sound that was just it could have been coming from anywhere. Like Steve's house is like a bag of holding, and so it's like just whatever's happening in there, it's coming from you from like all directions.
There's a spot if you stand by where the basement entrance is, and the hallway sort of loops around like an L. If the keys are in that vicinity, it's just going to sound like they're coming from anywhere in the house because of the way it's echoing, and it's of no help whatsoever.
I was like, you got to pull out that thing where it's like the aliens tracker, where it's diddly, 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 diddly. They're inside the room. Like we're all looking up at the drop ceiling. Ah!
Well, that's okay. You want to know how bad Steve is with keys. So when I was over there for VCF, he woke me up because I overslept because I set my alarm wrong. Thankfully, he did. So I'm like waking up and walking around the house, and I can't remember. Oh, I walked out in the living room to go get my sweatshirt because I had taken my sweatshirt off because we were playing the Switch for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked out, and next thing I know, I hear the doorbell ringing. I'm like, who the fuck's ringing the doorbell at like 7:15 in the morning? Here it's Steve and Allison at the front door trying to get in the house because they forgot their keys.
We
Nice.
had to leave at like 3 a.m. to go to the animal hospital. Give us a damn break.
It's like my house keys are on my car keys.
Well,
Plus,
the problem
you
is,
didn't have to answer the door pantsless, too.
No,
They-
I had my pants on.
this
well,
time.
Yeah. I was gonna say Steve's neighbors, like more up towards the high street, are like more understanding than the neighbors the other direction, but still.
Did you find it?
No, this is the 550 that goes in that chassis.
Well, put them all in a stack, then you know where they are. You have to do
575.
we have to do a seance.
A seance.
Wait, hold on. Joe, did you say chassis? Is this
Yes,
another thingamaboob?
Dude.
Wait.
come on,
Joe,
Ryan, we don't pronounce anything right.
Joe, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What's the piece of plastic called that surrounds a drive on a computer?
A piece of plastic that surrounds a drive.
Mm-hmm. A drive.
A bezel.
Okay, great. You passed the test.
What
I
am
met
supposed to call
somebody.
it, panel?
I met somebody who swore it was called basil.
Mhm.
Okay. Literally never heard that. But all right.
It took me all of my soul to not like bust out laughing because he was giving me stuff and it was very nice. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, the basil's a bit cracked. I'm like, pardon?
It's all right. I'm just putting this in the sauce, so it'll be okay.
It just reduces after 20 hours. It'll be fine.
Jay, no, I don't have more than two. I have literally only two machines that board will fit in. Because I keep my collection pared down.
Oh boy.
Because I have 16 feet by 16 feet. Ron,
That's plenty of feet. How much?
See, this isn't true, though. This isn't true. Because Joe has all kinds of room to expand. He just has to get rid of dumb shit like washers and dryers.
Cars.
And yeah, just like sitting rooms. It's
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
not the only one involved in that decision making.
he has a sitting
And
room in his basement that it's
I don't have veto power. I only have suggestion power.
they have a house that all they do in there is listen to NPR. It's our NPR room. It's on the public radio wing.
Well, see, at least my image writer room, there's room for other things than image writer.
Jay,
You don't have an image writer room.
ultrasonic cleaner, stand by.
Steve has an image writer room. It is deafening in there.
Wait, let's place our bets if it's going to be the ultrasonic cleaner. Joe's going to be running out like a bat out of hell going, I found it.
He's gonna bring it over. It'll just be like dripping,
Yeah, he's going to bring over the whole thing and spill it out.
splashed everywhere. It was
It's in the ultrasonic cleaner.
Way to go, Jay. You proved yourself useful.
Oh crap.
It's funny.
It's currently liquefying in the ultrasonic cleaner.
No more board.
Out.
It's just the chips and the components.
Actually, it's funny. He's gonna pull it out of there, and all the silk screen has come off. It's like that shit where they like dip a motorcycle helmet in the graphics.
Oh my lord!
Oh Lord!
See, it was in the bathroom.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, when you're not ultrasonic cleaning things, you just throw that ultrasonic cleaner in the end of the bathtub, and it's like being in like a hot tub. It's amazing. You only do it once, but it's amazing.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
They don't show that anymore, but like when I was a
There
kid,
he
like,
is.
yay!
I don't know. It looks like a color classic board to me.
This is the cleanest LC575 in the world because it's been sitting there for 10 days.
We were gonna say that you're gonna open it up and it's just gonna be the components floating around in there with no board.
It's February 28th.
Oh, it's fine.
At this point, I will be surprised if it functions. Look at those pins.
Oh, that's fine. That's
Most of those aren't even needed.
bonus pins.
Yeah, they're
Just
just
on the ground.
Pins.
They're like fake
Actually
streets
running
like
the
on
whole
the map.
time?
No,
They're like trap
turning it
streets.
off,
They're trap
and I
tracers.
forgot about it.
Well, now you have a stream to do, Joe.
Not tonight.
Warm
Not
up the coffee. It's time.
It's time to punish ourselves. Is this like part one of where Joe turns into the Joker and like we're supposed to tune in next week?
Right.
Well, he's done lost it, so
What's
I'm not far
this? 10 days in the ultrasonic cleaner.
Is Joe in the band?
Adam asks in the chat, did you use distilled water? No. Joe uses just the finest spring water that rolls down off of the mountains there in Ohio. Ohio mountains? Does that read? Yeah, probably so.
Unbelievable.
I think the part that's most unbelievable is that you left the 68,000 on there. If you leave it in the cleaner too long, it washes the FPU right out of those chips.
They don't have an
There's a finite
FPU.
amount of FPU.
Mm-hmm. It'll turn those MC chips into LC chips.
It's been in there so long, it actually like denatured the original flux on the chips on the back.
That's fine.
They're just surrounded in goo.
That's fine.
Oh Lord.
Having fun yet, Mike?
Oh yeah, always.
Eric in chat asks, mountains in Ohio.
Sure.
And yeah, absolutely. Because the place where Joe literally, I'm not going to dox Joe, but here's his home address. The area of Ohio that he lives in is actually, it is quite hilly.
It's technically Appalachia. Yeah.
Yeah, it's near constant banjo music. But he
don't hose it up, Joe. No. He's gonna pour gasoline all over it.
He's gonna. Oh, did you see that? Did you see all the shit that he just blew all over that Apple III motherboard?
Oh, the resistor nets.
I'm kind of curious to see how many components fly off.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
now we'll never know.
The client doesn't see. The client won't know.
Yeah. That IBM PS2 monitor over there is just like ping, ting, flying off the.
All right, Jay, you're so smart. Where the hell's the other board the client sent me back last year?
Flux is overrated, Adam says, and that's true. If you've ever watched a Ben Heck live stream, repair stream, when he pulled the ground plane out of that X68000 Pro motherboard, I was just like,
Oops.
the monetization on your channel should cover Flux, Ben. Come on.
Air compressor!
Ah, noise. Loud noises. Are we just like yelling like names of tools?
Ratchet.
I have a pro.
Jay at Hasamoth says, after After 10 days in that solution, I'd definitely give that board an actual cleaning cycle again.
Oh God, Ron.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, Mike. This stream is 90% me laughing like an idiot.
Hey, I'm laughing like an idiot right with you, dude.
Good.
As much as we've both been depressed lately, I think we need a good laugh anyway. And if we can do it at somebody else's expense, so much the better.
Yeah. Hey, can I pitch a topic here to discuss real fast that actually is kind of something germane to like this hobby and all that?
Okay.
All right. Have you guys there is a YouTuber, it's like Computers and Cats. I don't know if you guys follow his channel or anything like that, but he's been posting recently about some changes out on eBay that have made it really, really hard for people to do sales out there. And I've kind of bumped up against this recently as well because I'm selling off some prop replica stuff and all.
Oh, so that's why you wanted the Powerbook, to sell it.
No. Prop replica stuff. And it's they're largely holding fees and stuff now, like till people can, I guess, report back that it's like, oh, I got the item, it's shipped, and then there's like kind of another little like holding period before they'll actually release funds. So people that rely on eBay, I guess, for part of their income are really being affected by this. So I don't know. Do you guys sell much on eBay, or do you? I mean, I'm mostly on the buying side of things.
I'm gonna say, I don't know. I haven't sold anything on eBay in a decade.
The only time I'll sell something on eBay is like I'll find something at a thrift store that is small enough to shove in a little box, and I pay so little for it that if I never see it again, it's not a big deal. So I got this little VoIP adapter, and I thought, oh, this looks neat. So as I'm in the thrift store, I Googled it, and it came up like selling for like $100-something. I said, well, this is $2, so I'm going to buy it.
Sure.
And I flipped it, and I made some money back. But that was probably 2019 or so, or 2020, and I got what was coming to me for the price of that.
Oh, you're gonna get what's coming to you.
I had to like pay the fees or whatever, but it was pretty quick. But that was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess these recent changes have made it really, really difficult for people. Hillbilly or Vintage Hillbilly Chuck says, I used to sell exclusively on eBay.
Yep.
And there's a lot of times where I'm kind of in that same. I used to sell a lot on eBay. Actually, it's crazy. I've been around for like my eBay account is crazy old because like I've been on eBay so long back when it used to just be vendors could sell out there.
Wow.
Where it was you had to be like on an approved vendor list and stuff. So not in the Pez days. Don't get me wrong, but you had to jump through a bunch of. Well, that's how eBay started, as a place for people to buy and sell Pez. But the
look at Mr. Fax over here.
I just been around a while. But the whole thing was, you had to be kind of on an approved list to be able to sell things, or otherwise. And I think they very quickly realized that that's bad for their business model, because how do you get growth when you're having to like basically sort of vet people to be able to sell on your platform? So I think the solution now that they have is kind of the back to those days, only it's just like, hey, it's the Wild West, do whatever you want to do, but we're going to hold your cash. You can only accept money on PayPal. And and I think the other thing that people like to complain about as well is that now you have to pay taxes. So if you sell more than $600 on a single account, you're going to get a 1099 probably at the end of the year.
Yeah, that happened to me with just for this year, because when I was even doing the donation fundraiser thing for a rabbit, PayPal sent me a thing after we raised like $600, and it's like, oh, we need your tax information now. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And anymore, they, I guess for added security, they want to have your bank account, like so they can direct deposit things if you choose not to go the PayPal route.
Well, I know eBay for the longest time. This is prior to 2007, because I bought something and I was able to pay for it via a money order. Like that was the only way the guy accepted it. And then it was PayPal exclusively for the longest time. And just like, I want to say within the last 12 months or so, they went back on that, because I guess they split up they're not the same company anymore, or maybe it's been longer than that. But if you go to pay, you could actually pay like through eBay or with their bank account.
They've been
whatever.
separate companies since for like a decade now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, then
because
shows what I-
they were it was like X.com, PayPal kind of burnt, and then it was like, oh, we're required, and then they were like, oh wait, laws.
laws.
So, but Justin D. Morgan, I'll always put the D in there. So Justin D. Morgan says that $600. That $600 doing was courtesy of Congress, not eBay. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I mean it's like many things that like happened to PayPal, kind of post 9/11, and with newer legislative bodies that we've had in control of the U.S. trying to cut down on terrorism, I guess.
Well, if it's $5.99, then you're fine.
Yeah, $5.99.99. Don't go a penny over. Actually, that happens. I volunteer and I do. I'm a senior election judge for local Well, I guess national elections too. I mean, it's whatever's on the ballot. I don't get a say. I just show up. And so
you just voted for everybody.
yeah. So the year 2020 with the presidential election and everything like that, it was rough because that year we had so many. We had like a couple of municipal elections. We had like a county stuff that was like a special election for county stuff. And then of course you have primaries, and then you have like presidential election. So we had like 5 or 6 elections in one year, and I went way over the $600. So I got a 1099 at the end, and I was like, oh, that sucks. If I'd have just worked like one less election, I could have stayed home and made more money.
Well, Mike, I think speaking of elections, we have to elect which cat people like most on your channel. That could be like a big draw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, which one do you think people like the most?
I'll take
Well, I don't know.
Howard right there. How many
Smelly-
cats do you have? 67?
Smelly cat.
67. He has 8.
No, I only have 8.
Only have 8. Most people have 1.
Yeah.
I had 10.
You want the number to go up or down, Joe? Pick your piece here. No, I think Joe wants us to all send cats to his door. What's his personal address there, Ron?
It's 123 Fake Street, Anytown, USA, 55555.
Joe's gonna open a box of like a barrage of cats.
Like,
Just remember, if Ron's not careful, he might get a cat with his power book.
I'm sure
why
that
does this box have holes in it?
yeah, just why is
Why
there
is
so many
this?
holes
Why is
in
this
the box?
box growling?
Who put Steve in this box?
See, the reason why the reason why Mike has 8 cats is because cats are quite small, and if you're going to have a transform or a Voltron cat, you've got to make up. For the size.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Sassy's out here sitting in the kitchen in my box of processors right now. The fucking jerk. He's sitting right on top of all my Athlons.
Yes, toke it out, Steven.
I'm just imagining the cat getting up and a processor stuck to his ass. Just walking around the house.
That's the thing. If you lick the processor, it'll stick right to their winky. The winky part under the tail.
Stop saying winky. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Not the actual winky, that's further down. I'm talking about the
my head
rear, the part they had to CGI remove from the Cats movie.
Please tell me that he did this to you when he was over at your place, Joe.
Dude.
No, Joe's house was like all serious. Like we were upstairs, we were like, so what is the deal? Like we were talking politics and stuff, and it was very dry conversation. It was
a contest to get downstairs. Like,
Oh.
what was that show called? What was that show on PBS? That one guy.
Joe gives you like tax forms you have to fill out for.
No, it was a very actually Joe's house is like it's one of those red rope houses. So it's very like it's neat as a pin. Do not get me wrong. But it's like they've got like really just like cool stuff, and it's all like very organized, and
Yes.
and there's even like a rotary phone that you can use, like
A rotary phone that connects to Bluetooth, and you can get calls on it.
That's
Mhm.
the only way to dial for help.
it's like I got
It-
Fun. Crap.
Yeah.
So, in other words, you're telling me that Joe's house is the polar opposite of Steve's house.
Thanks, Mike.
Steve's
Love you.
house is like every house I bought weed in college, and
Hold on, let me
Joe's
make sure my
house
wife can hear.
is like the house I went to go smoke the weed in.
Yeah.
Although
Hey,
I see they're both sporting the 1960s wood paneling, though.
Hey,
That's
That's
where
just
it's at,
epic.
though.
House
If I-
built 1950.
I can't find it. The cops can't find it. So
That's right. See, the difference is Joe's panel.
check
The
the ultrasonic
paneling in
here.
Joe's basement is actual wood, and the paneling in my basement is like out of like a trailer. Like it's that really cheap. Like I just remember being a kid, and you're like, you run your Matchbox car like right up against the wood, and it's like all of a sudden you pull your hand back, and it's just like full of splinters.
You mean like
From the
you mean like
bottom.
that?
Yeah, like that just shite trailer paneling. I
Good
love
old
that though
paneling,
now as an
baby.
adult.
That is the only place in my entire house that has wood paneling. It's
There's
just
probably
that
a
corner
body
right
behind
there. And that wall is 5 inches thick.
Well, that's how you
Because-
cut down on the screams.
That's where the stairwell is. It comes up from downstairs.
Definitely.
That television weighs like 250 pounds. It's held in the wall with 4 lag bolts.
Mhm.
And believe me, I had to use an impact gun. I had to bring home one of my cordless impact guns to put them freaking things in. It was
the whole place.
absolutely insane.
that Mac Classic 2 you have there is performing quite a balancing act on that printer.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's also coming apart again.
Uh,
Oh, it's not going anywhere.
concerned.
It's leaning up against the bookshelf.
Is that the one
Okay.
that Rifa blew up on stream?
No, that's
No,
Mac
that was
Plus.
my Mac Plus. No, that's the one that Steve I bought off of Steve. He ever charged me for it.
Oh, the wind blew the door open. I'll
That's
be right
ghosts.
back. It's just the normal ghosts.
Mhm. They pay
Ron,
rent. They're very quiet.
Paneling. You didn't see the room next to this.
That's the sitting room. I went over there.
Yeah,
It was
it's
Lakshmi Singh was
that's
doing a signing.
100% all the way, man. It's like your classic, it's like your Ward Cleaver den.
Have you ever smoked the pipe in there?
No.
You should. Get like a red crushed velvet kind of like an ascot.
Oh
my God. And just I keep my pipe collection in this room.
Oh man, that's so bad. That room is actually just a storage room at this point. We never use it. It used to be the TV room, but we don't watch television anymore, so it's just there.
What? Hey, if
I
it
want
makes
to
you
expand the museum that way, blow out that door and put a door in there so it can make it one room, and I'm not allowed to do that.
Haven't done it yet.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, the floors at my job are literally held up by trees.
Wood?
So it's wood decking. Got it.
No,
Weird way to put it.
no, I shit you not. It's held up by freaking tree trunks
Oh, that's great.
that they didn't even bother taking the bark off of.
Oh,
And
you're
where-
not-
and- Mike, where do you work again? Is there elfin magic involved?
No, the building I work in, it was built back in the late 1800s.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
The joists are just logs. Yep,
Yeah, they are quite literally just freaking trees
Mhm.
held up by more trees.
Got
Mhm.
trees at my house.
And they've actually had to reinforce said trees because our rotors almost went through the floor.
Oh boy.
And our floor is from the 1800s too.
Ooh, a severe thunderstorm warning. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm waiting for. That's probably going to knock me out.
Yeah.
That must have been what came through here earlier today.
So Joe,
It was windy for like 20 minutes and then it was gone.
oh, so you're saying you need to knock down a wall? Ron and I could come over and just
Yeah, just light
Run,
construction work.
smash!
Well, here, I'll do you one better. If you have me over, I'll bring a sawzall. And I'm not afraid of no 110. So if there's any electrical lines behind there, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. I'll just cut right through them fuckers.
That right there is a doorway.
Oh,
It's just on the other side is a solid piece of paneling.
wait, no, you mean the computer's a doorway into another dimension?
Well, yeah, that too. I
A
mean, that's-
dimension of sight
I mean,
and
this-
sound.
I mean, that's Narnia, but up here, it's just you open that door, and right now, I just got like some Legos or something in there. But I haven't opened that door in like. 6
That's
years.
where he was hiding the Legos, Ron. I told you had to find the Legos when you went to Joe's.
But seriously, like it's just a hole in the concrete. All I have to do is cut the other side out, and it's a
I've contemplated what the legality would be to me just blowing a hole in the side of my basement and just digging, to make more space.
It only costs you money if you get caught. So
Okay, they have to find out about it first.
I'll just fill up it'll be a door that's elegantly looking like a shelf of Mac classics, because it'll just blend right in, and you'd get one of the keypads from the the 512K, and you go boop 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 boop, psh, and the whole thing opens up.
you should make it where it's just like a stack of G5s, and it just opens like a big door.
Big G5.
that would have to
Like
be.
if you're strong enough to open it, you're strong enough to tax me for it.
Well, you know what he's going to do is as he's tunneling, he's just going to stack up Mac Pros and G5s on either side, and then put like a couple 2x4s over top, and that's what's going to hold the roof up.
Yeah, until 20 years later, where's the one with the power supply that works? Let me just.
Actually, Steve, you should just tunnel towards the kind of the high street from your house, because the people living there can't complain. Literally can't.
I have some property I'm not using. We'll just keep digging and make an underground.
Just get the mayor from Jaws to be your real estate guy, and it'll be like, my collection is like, they just moved the headstones. They just moved the headstones. You didn't move the bodies.
Colin Furs can do a whole year-long YouTube thing of doing a tunnel between his little shop and his little house.
Yeah. Not to dox Steve either, but he lives next to a cemetery. So when Steve says those people next door to you are dead, Steve, no one has checked on them in years. You're gonna go over there, and it's just gonna be two desiccated corpses in there.
And they're waving. Hi.
Are you talking about the house on the corner there?
No, not that one.
Oh,
But no, Steve, actually, when I went to his house, I was like, the GPS ends at the cemetery. It's like, you've arrived. And I was like, Steve, you son of a bitch. I was like, we'll keep driving and see, I guess.
wow. His GPS must be worse than mine, and I didn't know that was possible.
No, it's the Google. So they're
I'm
always
still-
like,
I'm-
you've
I'm
arrived.
still-
And it's
I'm still waiting for the state to rate me in the mail.
Oh, yeah. With all the tolls, you mean?
Yeah, so it's going to be the most expensive visit to New Jersey I've ever had in my life.
oh yeah, if you stay on the thing the whole time, it's like $48 or
I have
something.
to see this.
Ridiculous.
Drive all the way across
You mean
Pennsylvania.
the Pennsylvania thing? Yeah. Is that
No
what it is?
offense, but like $48, you bastards need more barns, like something to look at.
But you can do 75 legally.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, no offense, but it needs to be
Also,
more than that. It needs to be higher.
Oh no, the speed limit's 70, but they can't pull you. Actually, legally you can do 76
Yeah.
because they can't pull you over in Pennsylvania until you're doing 6 over the speed limit.
Oh wow.
But fuck it, we all do 85 anyway. I mean, I do 80 miles an hour on my way to work every day.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Joe?
No, I'm just saying, I go through Pennsylvania every once in a while. Now that I know what the exact speeding allowance is, I'll do exactly that.
Remember though, this is just Mike telling you this. If you get pulled over, you're not going to be able to say,
But Mike
listen,
said,
go to Mike's Mac Shack, stream number 742, and he very clearly states,
At the 125-minute mark.
right? Six.
No, it is actually written into law. So the deal is with the laws. I don't know if you guys know. Steve does, but you cannot use. Only state police are allowed to use radar guns in Pennsylvania.
Wow. Okay.
Nobody is allowed to use radar in Pennsylvania, but the Pennsylvania State Police.
Mhm.
So in order for any local municipalities or anything to clock you for speeding, they have to use other means which have like a certain margin. So therefore the state wrote into the law that you have to be doing 6 over before they're allowed to even pull you over. But that also applies to the state police when you're on the highway, even though they can use radar. But truth be told, I don't know a state cop in the world, and believe me, I know quite a few, that would pull you over for doing less than 80. Typically, they won't. State cops are lazy asses. They won't waste their time getting out of their cruiser unless you're driving a tractor trailer or some other commercial vehicle. Because then they'll pull you over. Because
Shack, watch the stream, but don't watch the 127-minute mark.
Right, like cut it off right there.
So yeah, most state cops won't bother you. Now, if you're driving a commercial vehicle, they will, because the fines are like tripled for them.
Oh, nice.
So anything, any infraction they can get them for, they'll pull them over in a heartbeat. But for like your normal person, typically if you're doing 80 or less and you're driving safely, they usually won't bother you. Because I mean, I've passed state cops all the time doing 80, and they're just looking at me like, "Hi, how are you doing?" You know, because usually when they're on the highway and they're in traffic with us, they're doing 100.
Anybody joining us late, welcome to Choose Your Own Moving Violation. I'm your co-host, Ron.
Everything in this day is a moving violation. Just driving on the highway is a moving violation.
Actually, it's funny. In Steve's state, the town cops are not allowed to pump their own radar. They got to have the state police come in and do it too.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Not
So another thing that we get away with here in Pennsylvania is that wearing a seatbelt is optional.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's what they consider a secondary offense in Pennsylvania. So unlike most states where they can pull you over for not wearing your seatbelt, they can't do that here. So nobody wears a fucking seatbelt because they have to pull you over for something else first. And I have never in my life heard of any police officer writing somebody a ticket for not wearing their seatbelt, unless there's a child involved.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a child in the back seat, as long as they're over 18, or anyone over 18 does not have to wear their seatbelt in the back seat of a car in Pennsylvania. So, but now if you have children, it's a little different. But yeah, I can't even tell you how many times I've been pulled over and not wearing my seatbelt, and cops not even looked at me 3 ways. It's like, oh, well, you had a tail light out, or oh, we ran your registration. We found out you didn't have a driver's license. You know,
if I get disconnected, it's the weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's really coming down.
That's pretty crazy. Although I can understand that, since like the no seatbelt thing, since it's every Pennsylvanian's greatest dream to be ejected from a vehicle into a dairy at high speed.
Hey, why not? I mean, I live for this shit. I don't wear a seatbelt.
What do you think the typical Pennsylvania funeral is? I mean, is it Utz pretzels? Or is it like the
typical Pennsylvania funeral? They throw you in the barbecue pit out back, throw some fucking steaks on there, have a couple of Yinglings, and everything's right with the world. I mean, I hope that's the way I go out.
I just see like the
really noted, Mike,
and just any empty space is like those cheese balls.
Yeah,
just kind of filling in. It's like packing material for the afterlife.
God.
For people that don't know,
is this packing peanuts for the dead?
The snack belt. It is. That's what it's called.
You got hers.
You have Hanovers of wherever the flip they're from.
Hanover.
Huts. And then you've got there's a third big company. Oh, Hershey. Nobody's heard of them. But it's the snack belt. The
snack belt is the snack state. They're all based in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
right.
And they're all based within 20 minutes of me one way or another. I can be in Hershey in 20 minutes. Yeah, maybe 30 depending on traffic.
Yeah.
From where I work, I can be from where I work, I can be in Hanover in 30 minutes. So right there, I've got Snyder's of Hanover, Lance Snacks, and Utz right there, all in this little town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere that nobody gives a shit about.
Except snack people.
So
we don't have an obesity problem in Pennsylvania. I swear to God, we don't. We are some of the skinniest fuckers in the world.
All right, you gotta listen to this. This is freaking hilarious. We went to a Hers factory tour. They make potato chips and stuff
Oh,
like that.
that's the other one, hers.
Yeah, and this must have been 15 years ago or so. And we went to the tour, and there, part of it is behind glass and everything, so you're watching the assembly lines and everything. And there's a guy just sitting there on a stool, got a big old thing of suspenders on, and he's just sitting there. He has a Hers hat on, and he's like half asleep, but you could tell like he's just resting a little bit. And somebody just asked, what is his job? Oh, he's the taste tester. As soon as you hear the word tester come out of the mouth, a little alarm bell, like with a little siren goes, "Beep," and like the guy's like waking up, and there's a conveyor belt of chips, and he's like, that's his job.
Wow, that's great.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Go ahead, Steve.
No, that was it.
So, have any of you guys ever heard of Martin's potato chips?
Yeah, it was on Fox from like 93 to 97.
Huh?
Martin, how y'all doing?
I think Ron is a little drunk.
No, it's Martin Lawrence's.
Well, okay. Well, on top of us and Lance and all them, we also have Martin's potato chips. They're based here in York County. It seems like everything's based in York County. I can't imagine why York County has an obesity problem.
I don't know why. Yeah,
it's because everybody's on that taster like rotation.
They
like the lottery. Like you get pulled in like every 6
My
months.
father was a taster. His father was a taster.
So it's a funny thing you said it. So back when I was a kid, I was part of a school group, and we went to Chocolate World over in Hershey.
I got Ron to laugh.
Okay, and instead of taking you through the actual factory, they have an actual they have this entire elaborate building. It's called Chocolate World.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
Okay, and basically you get on this ride, and it basically takes you through, quote unquote, the factory. So you go in, you ride the ride. It's like a 10-minute thing. Shows you how chocolate's made, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And at the end, they pulled us all aside. There was like 10 of us, I think, in this group, and they pulled us all aside. Here, we want you to taste test this, and they just whisked us into this room. And I'm probably like 10, 12 years old at the most. And it just said, here, try this and see if you like it.
And you're like, God. This tastes just like bleach. And you're like, you passed the test, young man.
And it's like, oh my God. It's like, knowing our luck, I said, they're probably giving us cyanide or something. I think it was actually their white chocolate, if I remember right. So it was
cyanide. Got it.
I like white chocolate.
We were at the Hershey factory, when I was a kid. And, you go through the tour that Mike was explaining, and then of course there's a gift shop. Well, in the gift shop there was like a clearance section of like stuff they weren't selling anymore, or just junk they were trying to get rid of. And there was this like little Hershey Kiss doll, and he was all silver with white gloves, except one of the white gloves was obviously smeared with chocolate from like some kid, but it didn't look like chocolate.
Always check your weight, kids.
My brother holds it up, and he's like, he put his pants, and he wiped his ass. Oh God!
By the way, if you ever want the freshest chocolate in the world, that's where you have to go. You have to get it because they get it. They get that shit like first thing. So you go into Chocolate World, so you either get the freshest stuff or you get all the shit that's ready to expire, depending on what day of the week it is. Mm-hmm. And you got to check those expiration dates, because let me tell you, Hershey's chocolate has a very long expiration date.
Oh yeah,
What'd you make there, Joe?
Blue Scuzzy brackets.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice.
Except they didn't print right, and they're laminating, so I got to print them again.
It's fine. I'll take 2.
That's okay. A little bit of super glue, and you're good to go.
Yeah, those are bonus things. Those are not guaranteed as part of the sale.
Right.
They are on my website.
By the way, buy Blue Scuzzies.
Yes.
Blue Scuzzies.
Buy 2. Because why not?
They do best in pairs. They get sad if they don't have.
Hey, Joe, if I buy one, do I get a discount?
I put 2 Blue Scuzzies in my drawer, and I came back after the weekend. I've got like 6 in there now.
Well, there you go. You can send me one, and we can trade for the Powerbook.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Mike. Mike, do you have any?
No, he doesn't have any.
No, I don't.
Oh shit, dude! I will send you one.
I have
Would you rather? Let me ask you this: would you rather have the internal one or the external one?
I think the external might be best.
Answer this question for me, because I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Get
if
the
you want to
extra
put it
as a
in a machine,
TV25, yeah.
then
you could just
and it would just be
use it as like a
dedicated to that machine. Steven, I am talking. If you just want to put it in a machine and have it be dedicated for the use on that computer, then get the internal one. If you want to be able to use it as like a jump drive to like configure other machines, then yeah, get an external.
Exactly.
And honestly, people at home,
I
that
feel
are
like this is.
about
I feel
buying
like
it,
this
get
is
one
a
of
trick.
each.
I feel like this is a trick question.
No,
It's not. It's not.
no. So either the internal one has the 50-pin header mic, or the external one.
I know. I'm trying to think because really the only SCSI machine that I have here is my Classic 2. And that's got a paltry 40 meg hard drive that sounds like it's on its last legs.
Oh yeah.
But if you get the external one and you have like the adapter for the PowerBook, I guess your 3400 and stuff, you could.
That's true too.
Yeah, I'll send you an external, Mike, and then you can figure out how much utility you get out of it, and then make decisions in the future. But I would say for anybody at home, get one of each because you'll use it. Like
So Ron says he'll give you one of each.
Yeah, right.
You never know.
So
You have to check.
close.
You have to check your mail.
So close.
Well, I know somebody bought me a floppy emu and never told me about it.
Hi.
I went
It was a
downstairs.
gift.
I had a package in my mail, and I thought somebody sent me a freaking mail bomb.
Yeah, and he calls me. He calls me, and his way of saying thanks is cursing me out of why how dare I send him a nice gift.
How dare you tell the government where I live?
I got to.
How
I really
dare
got to
you?
break. I really got to break my Apple IIs out so I can actually use the damn thing. I haven't
There you
even
go.
touched it in months.
Just bring
I
out
know where-
Greg's.
Unlike Steve, I know where it is though.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Mike, don't worry about it. You can also use it with your Lisa,
Oh, okay.
and you can also use it with your Macintoshes as well.
And his next cubes and all that thing.
If I had a Lisa, I'd be freaking rolling in dough.
Yeah, Mike would be.
Sincerely, I mean, they're. I mean,
If I had a Lisa, I sure as hell wouldn't be hanging out with the likes of you guys.
oh
Thanks.
shit.
We love you too.
Well, I would Steve because well. First of all, he's close and he's always a good treasure trove for spare parts.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mike beats me in the back of the head. I get knocked out for a few hours. I wake up. He goes, "Well, time to leave," and his car's mysteriously full of crap. You know. So
Hey,
I'd put the Apple III in there, but he tells me the fucking thing's heavy.
I don't know if you guys saw this. Justin Morgan. Oh, you removed the D. That's a branding mistake right there, man. Justin D. Morgan had his 64 subscriber giveaway announcement tonight.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
So if you are not subscribed to Justin Morgan's channel, my suggestion would be to subscribe to it. He's got some good content out there.
I am subscribed and I need to check it out.
Yeah. Actually, he has 52 subscribers right now. So I think we're building up to 60 subscribers. But he is, how appropriate the prize is a C64 Mini. So
there you go.
we're into Commodore
I could do it
64 shenanigans.
I don't know. I entered Joe's rigged giveaway, so you know.
Mhm.
Hey, we're going to use the same picker that you use. So if it's rigged, it's your fault.
Okay.
Right. Actually, I use that
not
common
my-
picker. It worked
You know,
pretty well.
the thing is, see, you guys all take hints from me, but I never get invited to the big boy shows.
you're on this one.
Dude, this is the biggest clusterfuck in the world.
Is there a bigger show than this? I mean, it's
Well, there isn't a bigger. I can tell you right now, there isn't a bigger shit show than this.
between me and Mike, it's like at least 700 pounds. So it's pretty big. Actually, that's the thing. That's my go-to anymore. Is you go out, you go to LA or something, you bump into some celebrity, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I'm your biggest fan." Seriously, like
Let
6'4",
catch
3.5. Oh yeah.
Let him catch his breath. He has asthma. Let him catch his breath.
Oh my god! You said that. That's hilarious. Oh shit!
Okay, you can continue. We just didn't want to kill him on the stream.
That's
not
all right.
for.
You know, actually, this will probably push the biggest numbers. Tune into Mike's Mac Shack. He dies live on stream at the 19-hour mark.
19-hour mark. It really builds up in the 18th hour.
Right.
Joe's eyes are darting back and forth. How the hell do I get out of this?
All right. Fake a power outage, Joe.
What did I
You
walk
can do it.
into?
To really sell it, you got to do it where you leave like mid-sentence. You can't just be like, "Yeah, that's something else." And then
We
you
could
sit
just
there
do
not
like
doing anything,
we
and
could
then
just do like I do, just
you're a jerk.
set off Mac Yak in the middle of everyone's goodbyes.
That's just artistically done, Mike.
Oh my god!
Joe, why is your hand on the circuit breaker? What are you doing? Oh.
Oh jeez!
Oh.
I just used my inhaler, Thomas. Thank you.
It's like an accident. Can't look away.
That's very true. It is.
Well, Mike, what we've been distracting you. How's the power?
Like, what are we actually doing tonight, right?
This is it.
Sorry.
This is it. Hey guys, really important. Thomas Armstrong in the chat says, Mike needs an inhaler. I need Tylenol for my diaphragm, but it's spelled like that oil filter brand. I love it. Diaphragm.
It's Mac 84 from Joe's Video Computer Shack.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, Eric does have a mighty boosh, that's for sure.
Joe's gonna risk the screwdriver in the outlet.
It's actually quite interesting. Everything in this room right now is live at mains voltage.
That's fantastic.
This room, this entire basement has bootleg ground. All of it. So anything you plug in grounded is live.
Hold on, let me get your municipality on the phone.
The house is built in 1950. That's how the whole house is.
Yeah, it's weird. Like Joe's entire basement, you have to pass like a test to make sure you're not a communist. Before
You have grounds. What were grounds in 1950? Do you even have 3-prong outlets in there?
Yeah.
Grounds for divorce.
Yeah.
It's got little holes, but it inside the socket, the ground pin connects to the neutral side.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what about the ground just connecting to the metal box?
Well, you see, that would be fine if the metal
Which is
box
better.
or wasn't grounded. Either way, I wouldn't have like this metal bench right here. Do you see this tape?
Oh,
That tape is there, so when I lean against it, I don't short to ground.
Wait.
If I touch right up here, I get a tingle.
but what is that attached to?
The floor. The floor is live because ground is live because everything is live.
You need rubber mats in your house.
Dude, that house it's weird down here. It's wacky.
Joe, you should just get a pair of Wellingtons and just park them over in the corner. And when it's like the original labs and stuff where you had to put on the big, thick, electrician or the whatever they call them, like the electrician's
He has
boots.
a pair. He's gonna go get them.
He's gonna electrocute himself over there. He's
He's
gonna pee on the doorknob, and it's live 3-phase.
We're good
You
now.
need to get him a Faraday suit.
Yeah, Joe. If I ever come to visit, don't be surprised if I come like in a huge rubber suit.
It's not that bad, really.
Yeah, because Steve's afraid of electricity.
I'm sorry, I don't like being electrocuted. I apologize.
Yeah, it's just
Hey, I think it's fine. I've done it so many times. It's just, I lost track of how many times I've electrocuted myself. I figure at least 100, maybe 2.
Mike, this is more cautionary tale than what you probably want to admit.
Yeah, that's true. Who am I?
I'm fine. Who smells toast?
Oh, wait, what am I doing here? Where the hell
Who are you people? How'd you get in my house?
Who the hell are you people? Why am I
you
here?
Jody's boy? Who are you again?
Oh
I
no,
always love that. I always love the family reunions, like the oldest, like crustiest relatives. They're always like very excited because they don't care who you are. They just want to know whose kid you are.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I stopped giving a shit after grandkids. Who are you again?
Well, we bothered Mark of Mac Effects. Somehow we summoned him here. Sorry, Mark.
It's all right. We're up to 22 viewers. We were down to 15 for a bit.
I'll have to tell
We're on the
I
upside.
haven't broken
So
any of
Tom Barber's here now, and he's like, "What did I walk into?" So,
Tom Barber.
I just have to let you know, Tom. I said you just walked into the biggest live shit show on YouTube right now. That's all it is. There's nothing going on here. I swear, there's absolutely
You can
nothing
turn
going
the
on.
camera around since you're not doing anything on the power book.
I keep running benchmark. I keep running Geekbench on the damn thing in full power mode to try to get the battery to die. It just won't fucking die.
Guys, I got a package from Tom Barber earlier today. He sent me a beautiful note. I want to read this note. It says, "Hey Ron," from Ron's Computer Videos.
Die, Ron, die.
I threw in 2 over easy DB25 50-pin kits. Thank you, Tom. And then it also says, 1 for you and 1 for 50-pin. It says like blessed wanker, enjoy. It probably doesn't say that, but it
That's a ransom note, Ron. Did you read that correctly?
Yeah, he had to scroll this out in Smurf blood. Send it to me.
Yeah, Tom is threatening you there. You have to call the police or something.
That's all right. I can imagine worse people to be threatened by. Tom's a good guy.
I can't even read my own handwriting.
I certainly can't, but blessed wanker is like my new catchphrase.
All right.
So thanks.
Hold on. That's your new YouTube channel. Let's register the domain before somebody takes it.
Oh my gosh, somebody is going to like cyber squat us at blessedwanker.gov.
Dude, it's the second website launched by Christian singles.
If you are having problems on Christian Singles, come to blessedwanker.com.
Yeah, it's like we get right through all the nonsense.
Oh wow.
We recognize.
Like you asked for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think actually based on it would have to be co.uk, I think. Blessedwanker.co.uk.
.co.au.
Well, any of the Commonwealth nations, but
Oh god.
You guys, I was just having this random thought about everything being live here. Years ago, it might be a YouTube short before YouTube Shorts happened. I have a video somewhere on my YouTube channel of me taking my multimeter, putting one end into a power supply that was just plugged into power, and putting the other on the carpet hold down strip and getting 50 volts AC.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just random thought.
You should be careful.
Freaking nightmare down there.
So if we don't hear, none of us hear from Joe like every 12 hours, we need to call in and make sure he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm alive. I'm not okay.
We need like a dead man switch on Joe.
So it's official. We now know where Joe gets his energy from. He gets it from the ground. Quite literally, he gets it from the ground. I mean, he is walking around in bare feet.
Yes, that's how it.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
Charging himself.
That seems like something you could avoid in Ohio. It's probably cold there. Like I couldn't imagine walking around in my basement barefoot.
Hey, that's what I do, Joe. I feel vindicated now.
If I walked around in Steve's basement barefoot, I'd be dead.
You have to build up the callus so when you step on those capacitors, it's unheard of.
Oh, okay.
I have been walking on an exploded
CRT
silica gel bucket all evening. It's down there in the carpet somewhere. It'll disappear. It'll be in the carpet eventually, and then I won't have to worry about it.
It becomes one with the piles.
Joe's like, vacuum? No, I don't know.
Jeremy, it's funny. Jeremy says, please send my blue scuzzy before you electrocute yourself. Yeah, these are yours.
That cost extra. You can't promise
right
that.
here. It's right here in this box. It's right here in this box, right here.
Oh, it's somewhere else.
Oh, my Lord.
I don't know. The prints came out crap.
Where the hell did I find you people?
I don't know.
I used to have a nice, respectable YouTube channel until I met you. Well,
when the hell did that happen? Your highest grossing video is you getting run over by a truck.
No, my most popular video is me of a 1959 cash register, actually.
Okay. Play the truck clip again. Oh, the first time Mike showed me that, I nearly pissed myself.
Thump.
You just see him walk and then boom. Oh God.
Oh, man.
Breathing is important.
Yes, breathing is good.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't breathe. I don't breathe on a regular basis. So what do you guys have to talk about?
Not much. Actually, I need to go mail some stuff. I stopped into work here real fast.
getting
I
electrocuted. Hold
was
on.
gonna mail some things, and then got sidetracked because they were like, "Mike's talking about the Power Book," and I was like, "Oh, I'll go see how Mike's doing."
That was only 15 hours ago.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe about an hour ago, hour and 20 minutes ago.
Hour and
something like
48 minutes and 26 seconds.
that. So, yeah. All right, Mike. Thank you so much,
Wait,
Steve.
wait.
Oh no, here's the video.
This is great.
Here we go.
Mike, give us commentary. Do 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 do.
So there's a tow truck driving by. There's another small car. Oh, there's a big fat guy walking down the driveway at work. And here comes my stepdad in his 2005 extended cab long bed Chevy Silverado 2500 backing over my fat ass.
Mike, are you okay?
Not really. So, but to put everybody's mind at ease, I was laughing my ass off. He knocked me straight back, and somehow I managed to land on my back and put my foot on his bumper, on his hitch. So I just got pushed. Otherwise, I would have been under the truck. Now that wouldn't have been too funny, but he pushed me backwards. And I was fucking cracking up.
Oh my gosh.
It
So
was
if you want to make Mike laugh, just run him over with your truck.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! But I do actually suffer from pain from that on a regular basis. Unfortunately,
I can see why.
Yeah, I could see that too. It's been
Sorry,
10 years.
Sorry, Ron,
Did
you were trying to make
did
an
you
exit.
forgive him?
What's that?
Was there any
Since-
retaliation?
No, but the fucker did hit me again.
Oh my
Not
god.
not in the truck. He hit me in his HHR.
Okay. That sounds painful.
Nah, it didn't really hurt. So he hit me once in his HHR, and he ran over my foot in his Buick.
What the hell's an HHR?
It's like the like those
But
It's
not
like a PT. It's like Chevy's version of a PT Cruiser.
yeah.
Oh.
And the man's blind as a fucking bat. He can't see shit. I swear to God.
Here's your license, sir.
He's
Right.
blind in one eye and can't see out the other. And I mean this in the most literal sense.
That's perfect.
And yet he's still a better driver than most people on the road. As long as there's nobody around him. Now, as soon
As long
as,
as
soon
there's
as
no traffic.
as soon as there's a person within 10 foot of him, believe me, that fucker is going to hit him.
Oh my gosh.
So he drives by smell.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah, I swear.
It's the Tommy sort of pinball kind of plays
Yeah.
by sense of smell.
He can see, but his vision is not that great.
Oh, God.
never seen him fall.
Truthfully, if they gave him a vision test, he probably would lose his license. Sorry.
Intent.
They make you do that here in Ohio every time you renew now. You have to take a vision test.
Really?
Oops.
Like, take your
You don't-
glasses off. I'm like, I'm going to fail it.
Right.
It's fine.
I'm going to
That's
say I
why-
would fail every time. I can't see. I couldn't even. I wouldn't even be able to find the freaking thingies my bobber they use if I took my glasses off. I'm not.
He even
fucking
broke
blind.
if he took his glasses off.
What?
I think what you do
What
is
the hell do
you
you
take your
want?
glasses off and then you're like, Acme Eye Test Corporation, copyright 1972.
Just start talking.
Nailed it.
Hey, Steve, answer me something. I keep running Geekbench on this damn machine. I keep getting an 862. Why the fuck isn't it getting any higher?
Oh, you have to put a
'Cause it's
fried,
a
you have to put an
G4.
egg on it. Just wait for it to
Oh.
get cooking, and then
Okay.
Rub,
that was
rub
it.
cheetah blood on it, and that should improve it.
But it's not cheetah. It's leopard.
Well, no,
Oh,
but you got to get the
there's your
blood of a
problem.
cheetah as the fastest land cat.
Now there's your problem. You got to reinstall the cheetah before you wipe the blood on it, and then you got to reboot and reset the PRAM like 5 times. You'll be good.
So I'm sitting here looking at the battery monitor, and the first time I opened it up, it said 18 minutes. And as I'm sitting here looking at it, it's going up, not down.
Well, we're gonna be here for a while, folks.
Now
Get a
it's up
drink.
to 1 minute. Either way, I think I've proven that the battery in this thing's pretty fucking good.
It's good.
Now put a different one in there.
Yeah. Hold on. I got one you can use, Mike. Hold on 1 second.
And then Ron disconnects from the stream.
Let's go ahead and slide this bad boy in. Nah, let's see.
PowerBook 100.
Let's
The
see
hell
how
is
long
that
it lasts.
PowerBook 100.
Oh my god.
I've been watching videos. People will take these apart, crack them open, and
Suck out
just
the sweet juice
replace
inside.
the SLA batteries with like modern rechargeables. I mean, granted, you won't be able to charge it from the machine any longer unless you put in like kind of a charging regulator and stuff like that. But I mean, a modern lipo, something like that. I mean, you're hours and hours and hours and hours with that low power consumption 68,000 chip.
Does anybody want a floofy cat? I'm giving
Floofy
away
cat,
floofy
floofy
cat.
cat.
Aw.
I'm giving away floofy cats because floofy cat is annoying.
He would not let you.
That's true. I'd miss it, old fucker.
It's a cause.
Joe,
Guys,
you
so
need-
I was serious. I gotta hit the road. I gotta box some stuff up because I sold some things on eBay, and I guess if they don't hit the mail tomorrow, they hold my money for like an extra month or something.
Oh, that's fine. You could stay for a few more minutes.
Yeah, it's probably fine. Just 10 more minutes. Yeah. So everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you again. Mike, thanks so much. And Steve, I never see you, and it's so great to see you, even though I watched your live stream earlier today.
When are you going to release that incriminating footage we took together?
Oh no, it goes live tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or actually it goes live tonight at midnight. The battery video?
Tonight at midnight?
Tonight
You
at
gotta-
midnight.
You got to do it at the same time as the Apple event so people could choose if they want to watch something good or not.
Right. Well, I got Sam Watterson. So he looks just like that Apple guy. So Sam Watterson does the introduction for our video. So I think that'll be pretty good.
I think that's excellent. I can't wait
Yep.
to see it.
All right. Guys, have a
Safe-
wonderful night. Thank you
safe
again.
travel, Ron.
See you, dude.
Don't forget,
Yeah,
when I leave, you have to say, thank God he's gone.
Okay.
All right. So good night, guys.
Oh, thank God he's gone.
I'm on the stream.
So this stream just got significantly lighter.
Wow.
Oh fuck! Are you serious? Who the
Thank
fuck-
God he's gone.
Oh my lord!
We have to maintain 4 people here at all times. We can't finish the stream unless we drop under,
I
under
use the
3.
bathroom. So Joe's going to have to turn into 2 people.
Yeah, I hate to say, it, but I'm probably going to call it quits here soon
Oh,
because just for the simple fact that I'm starving.
all right, go eat something, Mike. You got a few view hours. That's all you needed.
And Tom said, "Oh no, I take it back. Give us Ron back."
You've been going for a while. I think
What's up, Jay?
That's some good hours.
Not
out of
much.
this.
Thank you, Jay, for the suggestion.
You're welcome. I should have said, what's in it for me if I could tell you where that board is right now?
Tell me $5 and I'll get my psychic on it.
Because he sends me a computer to repair, and all I get is 2 lousy stickers. 2!
You got 2? I just got 1.
stickers.
Hey, that's what I've gotten. I haven't gotten none.
I need to send you all the stickers. Fine.
See, I probably have to pay for the damn things.
There's the printing
This
fee.
is-
There's
See, this is why Steve from Mac 84 has a coveted spot on the rear of my car.
thank you.
So when you back over someone else, it's the first thing they see?
It'll be a Mac 84 like embrace the
I'll have Mac 84 printed on their forehead in full color.
Or you print it backwards, embossed, so when you hit them, it's just
You've been hit by Mike and Mike's Snack Shack. Subscribe.
I'm waiting to get my license plate. I'm going to get a new license plate for my car, and I'm kind of hoping that whoever I hit will enjoy it because it's going to say PPC forever.
you're gonna put a custom plate on a 2002 Saturn.
2003 asshole.
Oh, sorry.
That makes it better.
I think we're splitting hairs there now.
Hey, what's wrong with my 2003 Saturn? I love my 2003
No,
Saturn.
there's nothing wrong with it. But custom plate on that?
Oh, God.
Well, if I get another car, I just take the plate off and take it with me.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how things work outside of Pennsylvania, but in Pennsylvania, we own our plates. We don't have to turn them back into the state.
Oh, yeah. New Jersey, we have to. So,
Yeah. We don't.
And, I went. I had to change the registration of my vehicle because it was still, for whatever reason, in my parents' name years and years ago. So I went to the DMV, and they were like, "Oh, you have to give us your plates." I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, you have to get new plates. And all of a sudden, I'm like, okay. So as soon as I get outside, it starts pouring raining. So I'm there with a screwdriver trying to take the damn plates off the front of my car, and it's stripping the screw that's holding in the plates. I know, Jay, stripping the screws. And so it's stripping the damn screw. It's raining harder and harder, and I got one of the screws off, but it's just held in there by just one. So I'm just yanking the damn thing, trying to get the stupid plate off of there. By the time I brought it into the DMV, it was like a crumpled up tin can. It was all just like bent and mangled. They didn't care. They just had to prove that it was removed from the vehicle.
Not like they're gonna reuse it. They're just gonna shred it and recycle it.
Yeah, shred it and melt it down and do whatever. But, oh god.
And Eric's Edge says he has a 2005 Saturn Ion. So I'm slightly higher class than that. I have a 2003 Saturn L200.
Slightly. Well, your StreamYard is about to hit the 2-hour mark, Mike. I think
I
you've
see that.
successful tonight.
So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
do it.
I probably should at this point.
Dare you?
Wouldn't surprise me if you're not.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Mike. Be careful.
Well, YouTube took away my dislike button, so I have to find another
There's
stick.
a dislike button there.
I know, but nobody
You
else
just
can
can't-
see my dislike.
You just can't. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Well, I'm contractually obligated to be here for the next 8 seconds, but after that, I'm gone.
I was just a placeholder to balance things out. I got nothing to say.
Well, thank you for having me, Mike.
I didn't really have much choice. You just showed up.
I asked nicely, and you could have said F off, but you didn't.
You didn't ask nicely. You just showed up.
But then I say, is it okay? And you said yes.
Oh, and then Joe showed up. I didn't ask him either. He
Hey,
showed
man,
up.
the link to give to Ron. So
See, this is why. See, now you guys wonder why I don't use StreamYard. This is exactly why I don't use StreamYard.
Wait,
I
you
get
2 hours.
uninvited guests from everywhere that I don't fucking want.
Love you too.
You know?
You fucking love it, and you know it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
This was more exciting than what I had planned. I was just planning on showing off the PowerBook 160 and then going to bed. You know, normal adult things. You know, instead I'm stuck here with the
You don't
3-year-old.
want to know what happened in your bedroom, Mike.
I'm sorry, dude. You overshot the 2 hours. Now you have to add one more.
Quick, Joe, do an electric trick.
Suck it. Because guess what? I
He's
have
gonna
the
click the
power.
button and say bye. Say
I
bye.